Automate collection and scoring of a recurring PROMIS-10 survey. You can use Awell Care Flows to automate your patient outcome collection and capture the right data at the right time. We'll focus in this video on installing a recurring mechanism to send the PROMIS-10 every month for a given patient. This means your clinicians don't manually need to trigger the PROMIS-10 flow every month, which gives them more time to focus on providing care. We'll build further upon the care flow design of our earlier video, Design a PROMIS-10 survey and automate scoring, which is available in the description below. I highly advise you to first watch my previous video before jumping into the advanced editing of care flows. For this video, we will work with a generic PROMIS-10, but we have a list of over 70 validated questionnaires that you can use to support your use cases. We start from an existing and published care flow with a one-time PROMIS-10 collection at the baseline. This care flow gets activated at the start of the patient journey once they've enrolled in your care program. We'll now add a second track to this care flow to install our recurring mechanism via the appropriate track triggers. Tracks are considered phases in your care journey, which you can tie together with the right triggers. We're now ready to assign these track triggers. Track triggers allow you to define the sequence of events between care delivery activities by indicating when this track or phase needs to start. Our first track trigger type is based on track completion and will allow to run the recurring monthly PROM after completion of the baseline. Our second trigger type is also based on track completed, yet will indicate it needs to run again after the track has completed itself, and we can select a recurring monthly PROMIS-10 track to run the care flow in a loop. Now our structure is in place, and we can design the content for the monthly PROMIS-10 track. Fortunately, we can reuse the same content of our baseline track and add this step to our library. We can then switch to our empty track and install the step between the start and end points. The only thing left to do is install a 1-month time delay at the start of the track and the first step to satisfy the monthly loop requirement. You may want to push your data outside of Awell into an EHR and can do so by consequently adding an API call action to your step and sending the data to the application you need. Watch Nick at work in our video on how to create an automated charting node in Healthy via the link in the description below. We can now publish another version of the care flow and add a small note about the upgrades made. Let's now have a look at the pathway in action through the preview, where we can time travel and have a look at the orchestration of this care flow over the next month and even years. We designed the preview to help clinicians and product teams to validate their care flows. You can see this as a flight simulator, but for care processes. For the purpose of this video, we kept our care flow really small, but where things get exciting is when you combine this monthly PROMIS-10 flow with automated follow-up actions, like creating a charting note with the result of the assessment, or create a chat conversation with the patient if the PROMIS-10 mental or physical health score is lower than 10. We've created videos for those use cases as well, and we'll make sure to link them on the screen here. We can't wait to see what you'll build. That's it for today. Thanks for watching, and make sure to check out the description below, where we'll link all the resources to get you going with Awell and Healthy.